Yeah, the big message I like to say is you're not alone. You know, lots of people are feeling isolated, really isolated, and we talked about it before about the actual physical rise and the frequency of the planet, and it's discombobulating a lot of people. They're feeling that disconnect, because normally it's very harmonious. Actually, our brainwave states and the planet we live on, both were measured at 7.8 hertz. The Earth's now upwards of 20, I believe, and heading towards vast numbers. And maybe that's the massive reason. Then you've got the media, then you've got financial stuff and the pressures and everything else that goes on, and everyone's feeling that in a huge, huge way. It doesn't matter what you do, you know, and as Rita said, you know, we both had very real jobs, you know, trying to help people for the combined period of like 46 years in those jobs. And we've been doing this now, this is our 9th year of being full-time in Nova Scotia with the sound healing. Every one of us, in lots of ways, we are completely unique and different, but there are so many commonalities for all of us, and that's something that we should embrace. And you're not alone, and you're not crazy, and you're not weird. And lots of people are having those feelings of disconnect. Lots of people are feeling that it's also a time of great opportunity, and it is. As daft as that might sound, given what appears to be this chaos that's being created for us to try and exist in, you know, we can take control of that by just being us, by looking after ourselves first and then being able to look after everybody else. Because if you can't do that, you can't operate. You know, and so many of us have so much other things in our life that we need to do. Jobs, people at work, running our own companies, looking after family, looking after our pets, etc., etc., etc. We all have those demands on us, and it's not easy. And we don't sit here, you know, banging gongs for a living and getting people to tone and relax, and it sounds completely detached from the real world. It's not. It's very real. We try to help real people every day, and we came from a very real background, working in governments, working every day, and in my job, you know, seeing literally death and destruction on a regular basis, and what humanity's sometimes capable of in all the negative parts. And then the great beauty of people in those traumatic moments of kindness and generosity. And then we've seen that in umpteen various ways since we moved to amazing Nova Scotia, where people and communities help each other. And that goes on around the world, in our home city of Liverpool, out in the Far East, out in all these trouble spots where influences are being brought to bear, shall we say. And humanity survives and exists and thrives because of one thing, I guess, and that's that love that we have for each other and ourselves, you know. And we go back to that, but they're the fundamental things of life, aren't they? You know, if you love yourself, you're happy, you don't want to dominate others, you don't want to do whatever, you don't want to invade anywhere, you don't want to steal anything, and also the socio-economic things that go with that as well, of course. But it all begins with ourselves, and what the message is, that no one is that lost that they can't be helped in some way or other, that they can help themselves. And of course, seek medical and professional assistance wherever you can. But it's all, when it comes down to it, it's down to us, isn't it? It's what we do to make our world a better place. And you can start by doing meditation. It doesn't have to be sound healing, but it does matter that you make some time for yourself to relax, to turn off, and if need be, to tune into your higher self, tune into your intuition about what you feel is right for you, your life, your career, your relationships, and then do something about it.